Kit Kats Can Read. Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome to another video. In today's video I am bringing you my July TBR. So yet again it's going to be quite ambitious looking, however I'm liking the way that I'm doing this because I can pick and choose from this vast amount of books, and that way I don't feel too guilty because it's not like it's a TBR where I have to read all the books. It's a TBR of books that I'm selecting from because I sort of kind of challenge myself at the same time, and I use these challenges to pick different books out of my TBR as well that I have forgotten that I've purchased, sort of thing. So I look at it and I'm like, whoa, I can't remember having that, but yeah, it feels really good. So first of all, I'm going to let you know the books that I'm currently reading. The first of which is When Dimple Met Rishi by Sanjay Menon. I am page 151 through this book at the moment. It's near to the halfway mark, so it is my own personal read. Also guys, just want to explain, when it comes to having review books, I normally try to read a review book at the same time as a personal book, and then when I finish either one, I then replace it with another one. So for example, I'll just go on to the next book that I'm currently reading, which is a review book. All These Beautiful Strangers by Elizabeth Clefort. This comes out in July, and so basically I'm reading these two books at the same time, but kind of not at the same time. So I've tabbed them out to about 50 pages. So I'll read 50 pages of one, 50 pages of another, or if I'm leaning more towards one book, then I can continue on if I so want to, because I'm not going to force myself not to. And that way I'm getting two different genres done and completed. So when I finish the review book, I'll replace it with another review book that's from the pile. And if I finish my own book, that book will be replaced, and so on and so forth. So these are the two books that I'm currently reading at the moment. This book I've only just literally started. I'm on page number 8, so really not that far through at the moment. So these are my current reads. So as you guys are aware, I do have a monthly recommendations jar where from last year everybody's top books of 2017 were entered into the jar, and I pull one out every month for me to read. And luckily most of these books I do actually own. So the book that I've pulled out this month, I'm actually really excited that I've pulled out. This book is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. A lot of people have spoken about this, they have loved this, and I'm really glad that it has been pulled out. So yeah, I'm really excited that this is my monthly recommendations book. So because I didn't have time to read it last month, I am pushing this book on to July, and that is Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins. This was the viewer's choice for June, so I'm sorry I didn't get round to reading it in June. I had a lot of review books and a lot happened as well, as you guys are aware. So I'm putting it on to July. And I had you guys vote on my viewer's choice for July, and I can tell you now that the winning book is Aaliyah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. It won on YouTube and it also won on Twitter, so it was pretty much the book that everybody wanted me to read. Whether it's the fact that it's got mixed views and you guys want to see what my view is, I don't know, but I am very sort of skeptical about this book, so I don't know what I'm going to think, but I'm kind of excited all the same. Next of all, I'm plonking on my books that I have mentioned in my summer TBR video. First of which is Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, Autobiography by Christina Lauren, Queen's a Geek by Jen Wild, and then Save the Date by Morgan Matson. So these are the books that are on my summer TBR, books to read in the summer. Doesn't necessarily have to be read in this month, but I've put this on this TBR so I can just pick and choose from these books as well. So I've got some review books to read this month that have come in the mail. The first of which is A Sky Painted Gold by Laura Wood. So I've received this very recently, so that's a review book. Next of which is Awakened by James S. Murray and Darren Wearmouth. This has also recently come in as well. This is a thriller and it sounds really good, so I'm very excited about that one. But this review book, I really can't wait to read. I'm so excited about it. It sounds absolutely amazing. So this is called Jinxed by Amy McCullough, who is the author of The Potion Diaries. This book comes out in August actually. I really want to read it now. So this is a true about Jinx. and it's just sort of like, I think it's like a robotic pet. Just, yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, so out of my TBR Jar challenge, where I pick a challenge out for each month, the challenge that came out was to pick a funny book. And so for this one, I selected 100 Sideways Miles by Andrew Smith. I've owned this book for quite a while now, ever since the release date. I was very excited about it, but on the back it says that it's smart and wickedly funny, it's amusing, and yeah, so I'm very excited. It's not that big of a book either, so I feel like I could fly through this book really easily, but I thought I could pluck this book towards this challenge. And then I had 4 challenges that came out of my 52-week challenge, where I basically pull out 4 challenges for each week of the month. And so the first challenge is to read an adult mystery or thriller. So for this one I selected You by Karen Kepnes, and on the front it says Thriller of the Year. Now I have wanted to read this book for ages. I really wanted to, and I like how this is written, and I'm intrigued to see what I think about this book. The next challenge is to read a book with the letter Y in the title, and I also wanted to reread this book because of the Netflix, and it's To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I need to reread this. I haven't read this in a while. I loved it the first time I read it, so I would like to give it a good reread. Not sure if I did a video review on it, so maybe this time I will do one, but I'm very excited to dive into this book again. The next challenge is to read a classic. So for this one I chose The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. It's a very short book, and I'm ashamed that I haven't read it yet. And because it's quite a short book, I hopefully will enjoy it. I know it's kind of mixed reviews because some people couldn't get into it and some people love it. So hopefully I'm one of the people that do love it. And the last challenge is to read a book that's won a Goodreads award, and this was a major winner, and that is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Now I know I also put this on June's TBR as well, and I didn't get around to reading it. I do really want to because I've now seen the trailer and I'm really excited for it, and this is also one of my books to read in the summer months. So yes, I can't wait to dive into this book and see what I think about it. So the next Mortal Instruments book that I'm putting on my TBR is City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare. It's book number 4 in the Mortal Instruments series. So I read Clockwork Angel last month and I'm reading this month. I am a little bit behind because I know we're all going to be reading the second book in the Inner Final Devices trilogy this month, so I'm behind. And I know that I need to read Clockwork Prince. However, I'm on this one, which isn't as big as the other books, but I'm ready to dive into the Mortal Instruments world. A book that I pulled out of my physical books TBR jar is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by J.K. Rowling, the illustrated edition. Believe it or not, it is right here. This is what came out of my TBR jar, so very happy that this book came out because I feel like it's just going to be a really sort of easy read that I'll enjoy. I might actually read this book today, if I'm honest. Like I've got a real big urge to give it a read, and I can put it on my Harry Potter bookshelf. And from my ebooks TBR jar, I pulled out Whisper by Lynette Noni. I'll place the picture over here, but this is the book that I pulled out of my own personal ebooks TBR jar. And then from my archived review of like ebook reviews, like from NetGalley or Edelweiss, the ones that I don't get around to reading, I try and pull one out a month. And the one that I pulled out this month is the special ones. So I'm just going to place the picture over here, but I got it from NetGalley. So I'm not entirely sure what this book is because that's all I've literally put, the special ones, NetGalley. But it came out on the 28th of July 2016, it looks like. So a couple of years ago, but yeah. Excited to see what that book is. And then books that I've just pushed forward from June that I put towards some challenges is this one, which is an adult chick lit, which is Operation Sunshine by Jenny Colgan. This next book is to read a childhood favourite, and that was Kittens in the Kitchen by Lucy Daniels. And then I have got a book from an author that you love and haven't read yet, and I put that towards The Moment of Letting Go by J.R. Mersky. I know this book was on my viewer's choice, but I then realised that I put it towards a challenge, so either way it's been pushed forwards. Another challenge is to read a book about death and grief, and that one I put The Suicide Club by Rachel Heng, which is also due to come out in July, so it would be good to get that one read too. And then I got this book, which is to read a standalone, and for that challenge I put Good and Gone by Megan Fraser Blakemore. So those are just some like archived challenges, I suppose you could say. And then a couple of books I've just put onto my TBR just because I want to read them this month. First of which is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Elias. This is on my LGBTQIA plus to read list, so I really wanted to give it a read. I've heard really good things about this book, and I've got a massive urge to give it a read, so I thought I'd put it on this TBR. And then the other one is Listen to Your Heart by Casey West. This is her latest book release, and I've not long received it, and I feel like I'm going to need a really good contemporary, especially to pick me up out of this horrible rut of a mood that I'm in. Now we're moving on to a really exciting part of my July TBR, because what I decided to do for the month of July and onwards is to wrap up 6 random books, and they've all got numbers on each. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my number spinner app, and whatever number comes up is the book that I am reading in July. And I've seen this on a few people's channels, and I thought it was like really interesting, so I'm gonna do this live because I think it'll make it more exciting without editing. So the number 3 has come up, so I'm just gonna find the number 3 for you guys. Number 3 is here, so time to unwrap. I don't really want to ruin the unwrapping, so I'm going to unwrap it as nice as I can. Well, I think I know what book this is. Carved a Mark by Veronica Roth. Ooh. Okay, so that book is the book that I have unwrapped for the month of July, and I'll try my best to get this book read. So there you have it, guys. That is my massive July TBR. Like I say, it's not necessary TBR, it's just a big selection of books that go towards some challenges and some sort of things that I've picked out, some that I've chosen, some that I've got for review, some that I want to read, that I can just pick and choose from, and then I won't feel really bad and guilty about it. And I found that when I did it last month, it kind of worked, because I ended up reading more books than the previous month, even though last month a lot of really crappy things happened. So it just goes to show that I'm not stressing myself out too much, and I'm finding that I'm really enjoying this way of reading. So that's it for this video. Do give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and let me know down below in the comments if you have read any of these books and what you thought about them. Also let me know what books you're planning to read in the month of July. If you're new to my channel, then please feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more of my face and more of my videos. If you have any other video suggestions, then leave them down below in the comments. Any other video that you would like to see me do that you've seen it going around that perks your interest. So I don't have any particular schedule when it comes to uploading videos, but if you don't want to miss a single video that I upload, then you can click the notification icon bell down below the video, and that will let you know as soon as I've uploaded a video, so you can either watch it straight away, add it to your watch later, or so on and so forth. But I just want to say thank you very much to all of you guys. You are what keeps this channel going. Your comments and everything they really make me happy, and I love replying to you guys. I love just seeing your comments pop up on like my phone notifications. Like, it really makes me smile. But I hope you guys are going to have an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye!